he didn't pay the IRS a ton of money that he owed them and still does. He's also lived in 1, 2, 3 other houses around this town that he had a girlfriend at the time that she wanted, and a condo by the golf course. Okay, now they broke up. He's back living with my mother. He doesn't pay for shit and just sits on his ass, goes to the bar every day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, starts drinking, playing pool, comes home and doesn't do a fucking thing. Now, after he and his girlfriend broke up, he fucking allowed her to live in the house in Las Vegas, in which she never paid rent. So she owes my mom quite a sum of money that I believe, since he let her live there, he's on the line for. Now, that wouldn't bother me so much, except for my mom owns another house here in the town I'm in that one of his other bar friends needed a place to stay, or needed a place to live, and this fucking jack-off offers up my mother's house for him to rent. Now, this guy lived there for about a year, year and a half, maybe 2. I think he paid rent twice. Always had an excuse. You know, I'm in between jobs or this or that or whatever. Well, tough shit, motherfucker. You know? And I believe, because it was my mother's brother's friend, that my mother's brother should either go collect that money or pay it to my mother. Now, he also doesn't chip in on bills, food, or any expenses. Okay? And multiple times has tried to get me sent either to jail or back to jail by calling the police and telling them bold-faced lies. One of which he told them I was a drug dealer. One of which he told them I was trying to fight him. Now, I've been bodybuilding for 20, 25 years. Had I been trying to fight this old piece of shit, I would have. And he would have known it, because his little pansy ass would have been in the fucking hospital. Okay? Now, the main reason that I'm talking about this right now is because my mom, who I love dearly, and I don't mind doing things for, when he goes on vacation or whatever, because he periodically goes to Southern California to visit his children and grandchildren, stays for a month or 2. My mom's in a great mood when he's not around. She and I have a good time together. We hang out. But when he's around, she turns into a different person. Now, I also want to give you this little bit of backstory. When I was in kindergarten, so that's, 34 years ago, my mom had just gotten divorced from my piece of shit father, who I think is a bitch as well. Was going through a rough patch, needed a place to stay. Now, my uncle told her that we could stay in the 5th wheel in his driveway. Okay? Didn't let us stay in the house. We had to live in a 5th wheel in his driveway for like 6 or 8 months until my mom got back on her feet. My mom's very smart. She invests her money, saves it, and has plenty now. But the point is, when she needed help, he basically treated her like shit. Now that he needs help, he lives in her house. He doesn't pay any bills. He doesn't buy any food. He doesn't do a goddamn thing to help my mother out. And tries to fucking constantly get me in trouble based on who I am, my history, my record, blah, blah, blah. He finds it easy because anytime someone calls the police on somebody like me, they love to come fucking harass me. So anyway, he and I stopped talking because I found that to be the easiest way to deal with wanting to fucking shoot him. But every once in a while, something gets brought up, and I try to tell my mom these things, explain to her how I feel that he owes this money to her, I feel that he should help, blah, blah, blah. Now, the reason I'm going on this rant right now is because of a comment my mom made to me. The other day, she said to me, even though I have money, I chip in, I help out, I do anything and everything around the house I can for her, pay my part of everything, basically pay my own way in the world. Nevertheless, this conversation came up and I said to her, why don't you ask Bill to chip in? Since he's been here for so long, he's obviously never leaving. And her reply was, he worked all his life. He doesn't have to. Now, A, no he didn't. B, he said he wanted a place to stay for a couple of months. It's been almost 20 years. And C, he's a fucking piece of shit. Now, my mom has voiced to me at times that these things bother her as well, but she doesn't know how to approach saying it to him. He lies to her all the time, saying he's gonna move, he doesn't want to spend another winter here, this and that. And I think he says these things because he knows he's overstayed his welcome and wants to make it sound like he's making an effort to do something to change his living situation, when in reality he's making no effort at all. Now, here's the thing they both forget. His family lives in San Diego, his daughters anyway, which is really the only family he has besides my mom. I live here and in LA, and my mom lives here. Now, I fully plan on taking care of my mother in her old age. Who the fuck's gonna take care of this guy? Not me. So, I don't know what the plan is, but I know that they better figure it out, because I'm getting sick and goddamn tired of him doing nothing around the house, chip-in wise, bill wise, food wise, any of this shit, and puts my mother in a bad mood. When she's in a bad mood, she basically attacks me to do it, which makes me go back to how much I hate him. Anyway, I'm home from my walk, go in here and eat my 5th meal, do my bicep workout. This is obviously going to be 2 parts because during the walk something happened with the phone, cut off in the middle, so I will upload it in 2 parts. Now, what I want from you guys in the comments is let me know if you think I'm right or wrong about this. Let me know how you feel. Am I wrong? Am I being a dick? Or am I 100% right? Let me know.